Before starting this lesson, try this warm-up. Determine the value of x in each case. So pause the video, try these questions, and see if you can figure it out, and then come back and see how you did. If we remember what an exponent means, for example here, it means how many times do you multiply 2 by itself to get an answer of 8? Well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again is 8. So we multiplied 2 3 times to get 8. So our exponent, x, is 3. In this question, we're saying, how many times do you multiply 10 by itself to get 1,000,000? Well, the answer is 6. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. We have to multiply 10 by itself 6 times in order to get 1,000,000. And here, same idea. 3 multiplied by itself 4 times gets an answer of 81. So if you have whole numbers multiplied by themselves and your answer is another whole number that is a nice number, these are pretty easy. But what if we have other questions where it's, for example, 2 to the exponent x equals 5? Well, that's a lot harder to figure out what the exponent is, so we need a way of doing that. And that brings us to the idea of logarithms. So in this lesson, I'm just going to introduce you to the idea of logarithms. We're going to look at rewriting exponential expressions in logarithmic form, rewriting logarithmic expressions in exponential form, and then using your calculator to evaluate these logarithmic expressions. So this is just an introduction to logarithms. As the unit progresses, we will do more and more, and we will get to a point where we can solve equations simple like in the warm-up or more complex. First, some terminology. An inverse function is a function that undoes the original function. So another way of saying that is the opposite operations. So I have some examples here to show you. Adding and subtracting are inverse functions. Multiplying and dividing are inverse functions. Squaring and square root are inverse functions. Same with sine and inverse sine, or cosine and inverse cosine. Those trigonometric functions. So those are examples of inverse functions. But the idea here is that one undoes the other. They're opposites. So a logarithm is the inverse of an exponential function. And we'll get into some examples, but I'd like you to write this down. Make sure you have this. We're going to use this a lot. So if I have something written like this, a equals b to the exponent x. Well, I can rewrite that as the inverse using the logarithm. So let's say I had a number is equal to 2 to the exponent something. Okay, so like in the warm-up, 8 equals 2 to the exponent something. Well, I can figure out what that something is using a logarithm. So I can rewrite this exponential form in logarithmic form. X equals log base b of a. All right, so this part here, this is called the base, and it's the same as the base of the power in the exponential form. And this part here, a, we call it the argument, that corresponds to this number that's by itself over here. And I'll go through some examples. But basically, if I have a equals b to the exponent x, I can say, well, x is the log with a base of b of that number a. Let's go through some examples. So I've rewritten this rule at the top of the screen so that you can see it while I'm going through these examples. So for each of these, they're written in exponential form, and I'm going to rewrite them in logarithmic form. So 32 equals 2 to the exponent 5. Okay, well, my exponent is 5, so I can say 5 equals, all right, now log base b. Well, b is the base of the power. the base of the power is 2. So I have log base 2 of what? A. The argument A is this number that's by itself, in this case 32. So I have 5 equals log base 2 of 32. That's how I can rewrite this in logarithmic form. Try the other ones on your own. Pause the video, take a couple minutes to try it, and see how you do. So for the second one, the base is 3, so I have log base 3. X is the exponent, so I have x equals log base 3 of, well, my argument is 125. And the last one, y equals 5 to the exponent x. X is the exponent, so x equals log base 5, because 5 is the base, and y is the argument by itself. So if you got these, that's great. You have successfully used this rule to rewrite exponential form into logarithmic form. Now we're going to go the other way. So we're going to use the same rule, but this time we're going to rewrite the logarithmic form into exponential form. Okay, so log base 7 of x. The base is 7, so that's where I'm going to start. The base of my power is 7. What's the exponent? Well, let's take a look here. The exponent is x in the general form, which corresponds to the number that's all by itself in the logarithmic form, which is 15. Okay, so 7 to the exponent 15 equals a, which is the argument, which is x. So 7 to the exponent 15 equals x. Try the next two on your own, so pause the video, try them, and see how you do. So in part B, the base is 4, so the base is 4. The exponent is m, and it's all equal to n. So we have n equals 4 to the exponent m. And here, log base 8 of 4 equals p, so 4 is equal to 8 to the exponent p. Hopefully you got those okay. If not, reach out and I can help you before we get too far into this. If you're okay, then let's keep going. Before we get going too much here though, just keep in mind that your calculator most likely will only be able to calculate logarithms with a base of 10. So I have a picture here of what my calculator looks like, and I have this button, the log button. Now you'll notice it doesn't say log base anything, it just says log. So if you just see log, it means it has a base of 10. Log base 10, okay? If you just see the word log, it means log base 10. It's the same thing. Now, your calculator only has log base 10, so we need a way of changing things around so that we can actually calculate these things. Because if you have a question that has log base 5, we need a way to calculate that. So that's what the rest of this lesson is about. But first, I just want you to get comfortable using your calculator because chances are you haven't used the log button before. So in this example, I want you to evaluate the following with your calculator. Y equals log base 10 of 15. Y equals log 22. Y equals log, in brackets, 125. Now, just so that I could throw this out there, I wrote this in 3 different ways. Log base 10, just log, and then log with brackets. It all means the same thing. So for this first one, y equals log base 10 of 15. In your calculator, you will most likely type log and then 15 and then hit equals. If you have a different type of calculator, you might have to type 15 and then press the log button. You might have to do it kind of backwards. Regardless of what type of calculator you have, you should get an answer of approximately 1.1761 here. So make sure you can get that. And then try the rest. Log 22 and log 125. Hopefully you were able to get these answers. For log 22, it should be about 1.3424. Log 125 is about 2.0969. If you're not getting these answers in your calculator, then chances are you're typing something incorrectly. You should, before you move on, reach out and ask for some help with that. But as I said, you probably either have your calculator where you press the log button and then 15, or 15 and then press the log button. But as I said earlier, we need a way of calculating logarithms that don't have a base of 10. So here's an example that I'm going to work through to show you what we can do when the log is not base 10. The first thing I'm going to do is rewrite as an exponent. So I'm going to take this logarithmic form and I'm going to rewrite it in exponential form. So using the same rule as before, we're rearranging. The base is 7, the exponent is y, and it's all equal to 20. So I have 20 equals 7 to the exponent y. Now my next step is to take the log base 10 of both sides. Now log base 10, or as I said earlier, I can just write the word log, and I don't have to indicate the base, it's assumed it's 10. So that's the way I write it. Log of 20 equals log of 7 to the exponent y. Now my next step, I'm using a property that I'm going to actually prove in the next lesson. So for right now, just trust me that I can do this. When I have something written like this, log of m to the exponent n, I can move that n out front, so now I'm multiplying by what that exponent was. So log of m to the n is equal to n times log of m. So this is something that I'm going to prove in the next lesson. Just believe me that I can do this right now. So for us, log of 20 equals log of 7 to the exponent y. Well, I can take this and I can rewrite it as y times log of 7. Okay, so I have log of 20, which is a number that I can calculate in my calculator. I have log of 7, which I can put in my calculator. That's being multiplied by y. So to isolate y, to solve for y, I just need to divide both sides by log of 7. And then in my calculator, I can do log 20 divided by log 7, and I get my answer for y. But I really just want to focus in on this part right here. Because if we're given a question like this, y equals log base 7 of 20, we don't want to have to do this work all the time. Let's just skip down to here. So if I want to find log base 7 of 20, I can do log of 20 divided by log of 7. And that's an important rule to remember. So here's the general form. For any base, log base b of a can be rewritten as log of a divided by log of b. Now I wrote log base 10, but remember your calculator button will just say log. So log base b of a is the same as log of a divided by log of b. This is something that you need to remember in order to be successful as we go forward in this unit. So here are a couple examples just to illustrate the point, and I've rewritten the general form up here just for your reference. So I want to solve. Y equals log base 12 of 45. So to calculate y, well, I need to rewrite this so that I can punch it into my calculator. Log base 12 of 45. Well, log base 12 of 45 can be written as log of 45 divided by log of 12. and I can punch that into my calculator, and I get my answer. Try this next one on your own. So try it now, pause the video, and then come back and see how you did. Log base 2.5 of 100 is log 100 divided by log of 2.5, which gives me an answer of approximately 5.0259. Now it's time to practice. So you can move on to the practice questions. If you get stuck, let me know and I'll do my best to help.